In this video I will present a little bit of my analysis of a blockhead, a psychological analysis of Bhagwan, Sri Rajneesh, also known as OSHO, and whatever else you want to call him, his original name. I will give a link to my site where I will put an analysis here. I've got the summary that I will talk a little bit from. I will start with this, some videos on YouTube by OSHO International. For example, this one, Miracles Turning Water into Wine Without License. Okay, here it says add a public comment. Yeah, I can add a comment, but can I add a comment? Actually, you can't. And you can quickly see that here. For example, this one. Never seen a guru wearing such a nice watch. Interesting stuff. Yeah, indeed. Did you notice? 43 replies, view all 42. And what do I get? Only 2. Actually, all the comments and replies have to be approved by the one allowing the comments or not actually allowing the comments. So they should put that here in the comments, in the description of the video, which I don't do, of course. So this is actually a sort of manipulation. They are pretending to allow comments and they're not actually allowing comments. Although there are some critical comments here. And in other videos as well. But I think they just allow enough critical comments to let people think that they are allowing comments. But actually you're wasting your time. Although I'm not wasting my time, I will publish everything on my own website. So I'm not dependent on these guys. Okay, now to some criticism about Rajneesh himself. He said he was enlightened. What is it to be enlightened? Well, it's a bit more than wisdom, to have wisdom. In the philosophical, in the Eastern tradition, being enlightened means actually some sort of all-encompassing awareness of everything in the universe, understanding life at a very deep level. So you need at least to be wise, of course. So let's look at that. The guy calls himself Bhagwan. That means God. And that from that you already know that he's almost certainly a narcissist. And thus a zero. Someone who doesn't care about other people. What he cares about is just like psychopaths, is himself. And changing the world. That's what psychopaths do, changing the world as should be according to them. And with narcissists, it's trying to influence others into accepting their views and making them say, well, yeah, that's a great idea, etc. They want praise. In both cases, they don't care about anyone except themselves, or almost not about anyone. Yeah. Okay, then. I will in the link I will also show some references to videos on YouTube and other sites about interesting videos, such as Ashram in Pune, which you can only find in one place. I found .sub, and Fear is the Master, which you can find here on YouTube, and some newspaper articles, etc., and website articles, which are very interesting. So let's continue why he's not even wise. Okay, point 2. Someone who wants others to wear lockets with his picture, or even lets them wear lockets with his picture, is not wise and definitely not enlightened. Then point 3, he and some of the leaders suddenly left India not long after the Indian government revoked the tax-free status for his ashram. So he just left everyone at the ashram in Pune without telling them anything. That's just antisocial. He doesn't care about anyone there. So that shows you that calling himself Bhagwan, that meaning that he's likely a narcissist, is almost certainly correct. Derivation of someone's personality from the things he does. Okay. Antisocial. He doesn't care anyone about her. He was not fulfilling the duties that he assumes by being a leader. Rajneesh doesn't notice or know about his responsibility, so Rajneesh was definitely not wise nor enlightened. Having a lot of Rolls Royces is not a joke played upon anyone, it's just a sign of someone who has no sense of what's appropriate. If you crave even having one Rolls Royce, you're not enlightened. If you think having Rolls Royces is a statement for any follower that's striving for wealth is fine, then you don't understand the meaning of life and how to balance your life. If you think having Rolls Royces is a statement against other religions who tried to help the poor and failed, then you're also wrong. Such a statement is, similarly to sarcasm in humor, not useful to educate or improve matters. Collecting Rolls Royces is a clear sign of someone who is not wise, not even wise, never mind enlightened. He suddenly went to leave to the USA. Yeah, he was going to leave the USA when he knew that the US government was going to arrest him. This is not the action of an enlightened person. Oh my God, what a dimwit. Okay, he let Sheila, who is a clear psychopath, you can see that in the Wild Wild Country. It's a really oh my God. After one episode, I was almost sure that she was a psychopath. In episode 2, it was really confirmed. And he let her be the spokesperson in his organization, the person who arranged almost everything, who made all the big decisions without him. And you let someone like that do that. I mean, if you're enlightened, you should have knowledge of people. He clearly doesn't have knowledge of people, or he doesn't understand people, and that's probably the truth, because narcissists, like psychopaths, don't understand really other people. Okay, that's it. For the end, I will go to this one. This is about Jesus. My God, there is no God. Okay, again here, I added the comments here, but I can only see this when logged in. When I'm not logged in, this comment is invisible. So actually, this is not approved. And I will, what I write here, I will include also on my site. Okay, now let's play. Let's see what he says. He says about Jesus.
Even Jesus on the cross was waiting for the help to come.
No, he was not waiting.
And finally got disappointed and shouted, "Father, have you forsaken me?"
Wait a minute, I've gone too far back. Was it here? Have you forsaken me? Somewhere here.
Will come to save him.
Of course, Jesus did not expect anyone. He was a grown man. He was a wise man. Grown wise men do not shout, "Help, Daddy! I'm being attacked," or something. They do what they do. They accept what happens. If you read the Sermon on the Mount, for example, and other things that Jesus said, I'm not a Christian, by the way. I don't find religion interesting, except in the wisdom of religion. If you read what Christ says, then you know he's a wise person. And he's not someone who would go or hang on the cross and cry, "Oh my God, my Father has forsaken me." That's just bullshit. And that shows you what a complete blockhead this Rajneesh is. He just manipulates people, and he has a knowledge of philosophy and of Eastern wisdom that he uses to impress, but which is not actually, it doesn't really make sense. On my site I will include some analysis of what I read in books that he published, or talks that were transcribed, and then you see that this guy is not particularly bright. I think that's it. If you're interested in giving comments, go ahead. Let's see what happens. Bye bye.